Hello, fight fans. Yesterday we saw a very interesting fight card. There was a lot of good technical striking, we saw a lot of good wrestling, but I wanna talk about the main event, Ciryl Gane with Sergey Spivak. It was a domination by Ciryl Gane. We saw Ciryl Gane at its best. Spivak only tried to take down Ciryl Gane once and he failed at it. We saw a lot of good takedown defense by Ciryl Gane, but the strikes, oh my god, the strikes. Ciryl Gane threw a total of 157 strikes in less than 2 full rounds. He threw 157 strikes and Spivak only threw 44. 157 strikes is an insane amount of volume for the heavyweight division and just for 2 rounds. He threw a ton of volume at Spivak and we saw Spivak helpless and defenseless. Ciryl Gane hit 110 out of the 157 strikes thrown. That's an amazing 70% accuracy. We saw very good level changes from Ciryl Gane, going from the body to the head, from the head to the body. We saw a lot of feints. We saw different tempos. He was going sometimes slow, then just bang. He was going fast, then hitting a power shot. He had amazing distance control through kicks. He threw a lot of body shots, which I think is the main reason that Spivak was so tired and couldn't do anything. His footwork and his head movement for a heavyweight was amazing. We saw Ciryl Gane always bounce on his toes, change angles, go back and forth, go to the side. We saw him use some amazing head movement, like Spivak couldn't even hit him. Out of the 44 strikes that Spivak threw, he landed only 11. That's a fourth of the total strikes landed. That's a very low percentage, which goes to show you how great Ciryl Gane is in striking. His striking is amazing. He has got one of the best striking in the heavyweight division of the UFC. I don't think that many people come close to his striking or can outstrike him in the heavyweight division. Maybe Pavlovich can present some threat to him because Pavlovich has a very powerful punch as well and he throws a lot of volume. He's not as technical as Ciryl Gane, in my opinion, and he isn't as light-footed as Ciryl Gane. I mean, Ciryl Gane's footwork, head movement, how he bounces is amazing for the heavyweight division. Nobody has the movement of Ciryl Gane, but again, Pavlovich is built like a freaking tank. I really believe that Pavlovich can be a threat to Ciryl Gane because he can stand up with him and strike. Pavlovich has some insane volume striking and powerful striking as well. Now I saw a lot of comments on social media talking about how Ciryl Gane's fight with Spivak looked rigged because Spivak just wouldn't throw anything back. Or I saw some other comments stating that after this performance of Ciryl Gane, it is almost sure that the fight with Jon Jones was rigged again. Now, my opinion on this is that there are levels to fighting, and we just saw it again tonight. Spivak didn't have the experience or the technique to outstrike and stand up with Ciryl Gane in an MMA fight. He wasn't good enough to defeat Ciryl Gane. And again, this applies as well to Ciryl Gane's fight with Jon Jones. He didn't have the experience nor the mentality to defeat Jon Jones. This is why there are levels to this game. Jon Jones' plan was very simple. Don't stand up and strike with one of the best strikers in the heavyweight division. Take him to the ground, grind him, and submit him. And he did that. He believed in himself, he believed he could do that. We're talking about the Jon Jones mentality. He's vicious. Ciryl Gane looked afraid. He didn't look sure when he stepped in the octagon with Jon Jones. He was defeated before the fight, in my opinion, of course. But now, in contrast to last night's fight, he looked much more comfortable. He looked more composed. He looked more sure of himself in this fight. He had the right mentality. He was very relaxed. He wasn't in the fight with Jon Jones. You could see that he wasn't relaxed. He was overthinking. You could see it in his eyes that he wasn't sure of himself. He was afraid of Jon Jones. He didn't want to make any mistake. Last night he was very relaxed and confident, and indeed he didn't make any mistakes. Yesterday he fought a perfect fight. He didn't get struck a lot. He threw a ton of volume. He threw power shots. He TKO'd his opponent in the second round. He showed some nice takedown defense. I guess that after the Jon Jones fight, he worked a little bit more on his wrestling, on his takedown defense, because you have to. You have to work on that. You can't be an MMA fighter and just focus on striking because a wrestler will come and he will dominate you. Now, I am very excited for next week's fight as well. Israel Adesanya versus Sean Strickland. My God, what a fight that will be. Of course, the pre-fight conference, the post-fight conference, I think they will be much more exciting. I cannot wait to see Sean Strickland at the mic again. So funny and random. I really enjoy hearing Sean Strickland just spit, just being Sean Strickland. But unfortunately, I really believe that Israel Adesanya will pick him apart. He will show him that there are levels to this game. He will dominate him in every way possible. He will outstrike him. He will play with him. He will toy with him. I really believe that Sean Strickland's striking cannot match Israel Adesanya's elite technique and elite kickboxing striking. Israel Adesanya will pick him apart. He has the height advantage, he has the reach advantage, he has much better striking, he has more technique, he's more cautious, he has better distance control. Overall, Israel Adesanya is a much better fighter than Sean Strickland, and I really think that it will be a one-sided fight. Of course, I could be wrong. You never know in the fight game. You never know what upset will come. But I would love to hear your opinion on both the Ciryl Gane fight and about next week's fight with Adesanya and Strickland. I want to know what you think about those fights and who do you think will win next week. Do you think that Adesanya will dominate Sean, or do you think that Sean will come and upset the whole MMA world and become champion? So if you enjoyed my video, please leave a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and many more videos coming. Thank you, fight fans.